Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. Please go to jonieswhitelighthealing.com for more information about me. I used to be a social worker. I worked in New York City for 10 years. I worked with addicts and alcoholics as well as the mentally ill and did not believe in any of what I presently do. I became gifted with abilities around 2003, 4, 5, and life changed 180 degrees. Many psychics and healers have a dark night of a soul. They're faced with existential angst. Do I live? Do I die? And I am one of those that decided to take that swim versus sink, and here I am. I became gifted with mediumship abilities, healing abilities, and I've got that psychic thing going on. I am of service. I'm here to assist with the awakening. If you would like to contact me for a session, please do through my website. I love what I do. There are no timestamps on this video. Today is March 10, 2021. Spirit knows who will be watching and when. So if you watch this past today and it resonates, fantastic. If not, I suggest putting it on the shelf because you might have an aha moment at another time. And if it doesn't resonate or you don't like what I'm saying or we don't jive, just turn me off, unsubscribe. It doesn't matter. I am here on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do press the bell all icon and you'll be notified of every time that I put out a video. Like, share, and comment below. I'd love to hear what you think of my videos. And if you have any suggestions for future ones, please do. I'm on Facebook. You can like my Joanie's White Light Healing page, my fan page, and if you'd like to friend me, please message me and tell me how you found me because I don't friend strangers. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, and SoundCloud. So with that all being said, let's see, some more things. I only bring in the highest of Christ light consciousness. And who are they? Ascended masters, archangels, angels, departed ones, guides, consciousnesses, star beings, elementals. Okay. So with all of that being said, I was deciding what to talk about here. And I think we're going to talk about bringing in via intention, bringing in consciousness constructs. So what I'd like to explain what a consciousness construct is. Everything is energy. Everything is vibration. And we also, with our intention, with our heart, and our mind, we can focus on something that we would like to manifest. And if it's for our highest good and the highest good of all, we can bring a thought into form. So there are forms, there are ideas, these concepts that actually are consciousnesses, and they are a collection of God sparks that come together to be that creation. And those creations they are in existence to assist us, to just even anchor light. There are many reasons why a consciousness would exist, excuse me. But for this video, for the sake of this video, I am talking about consciousness constructs as this was related to me, God, back in the mid-2000s. I remember emailing this gentleman and he would say, well, the consciousness construct. And I said, what is that? What is that? And I couldn't wrap my head around it. And it took a while. So if I'm going to be defining this now. And if you have difficulty wrapping your head around it, don't worry about it. It took me a while until I got it. And if you already get it, fantastic. This is just validation. This is just possibly entertainment for you. Okay. So for example, bravery, victory, happiness, joy, peace, love, harmony, veracity, tenacity, wherewithal, the go-gettedness, all of these words that I just stated are ideas, they're concepts, which I believe that you could wrap your head around. Now, I'm only talking about the positive ones. We also have consciousness constructs like anger and greed and jealousy and envy and contempt and rage. Those I am not suggesting that we bring in. Those are to be brought in if we need to understand them more. But I'm not focusing on that as a healer making this video. What I'm suggesting is that you consider that there are consciousnesses, God spark pieces that come together as one to be a certain vibration when they are connected. Victory, for example. If you have found yourself lost and you are losing, and you might identify as a loser, you might wish to call upon victory to come to you. And you call upon only the highest of Christ's light, meaning the highest vibration, the highest version of victory. And you could bring it to you, and you could ask for victory to come visit you. You could have it adorn you. You could meet with victory in a special sacred place, however you wish to connect with the concept of victory. And you could allow victory to be with you. You could also have a conversation. If you are peaceful and you believe that you could learn from victory, you could say, victory, what lessons do you have for me? Or speak to me, what say you? And then get very quiet and see what comes through. I suggest making sacred space around yourself when you do this. White light protection around yourself so you're not letting in any lower vibrations. And removing fear and doubt. One must believe that this is possible. If a person doubts that this is possible, it becomes a block. Okay, so now you have victory and you have connected with victory. Does that mean that this is the only time that you do this? No. If you feel comfortable, you can ask for victory to travel with you, to be with you, that you need words, you need suggestions, you need the energy, the love that victory has to offer you during a time when you are working on loss and feeling like a loser. You can do this weekly, daily, monthly, and if you feel that you do not need victory to be with you anymore, you could thank it and ask it to return home. If you forget when you've called upon victory, let's say, and then you go about your business, you would put out the intention, victory was adorning you, and then it's like a month later and you're like, oh shoot, victory, I've not connected with you. It's all fine. It's all fine. So you could ask for it to return, or you could even go in if you're able and see whether victory is still there. If you have worked through issues of loss and feeling like a loser, it's possible that the work is done and that there are no words that are needed. You can thank victory for its assistance. So, with everything being a frequency, we also have color. Oftentimes when I'm doing a healing, I am guided to ask the client to bring in a color or colors to adorn themselves. So I usually ask, do you have anything that's red? Do you have anything that's blue? Do you have anything that's orange? And they might say yes or no. I say, but just want to let you know it doesn't matter if you have that color. You can wear a color if you want to, whenever you want. Doesn't have to be every day. You don't have to go and buy something. If you have something in your home that is of that color, you could have it be a visual. Doesn't mean you have to stare at it all the time, but you could have it be there and every once in a while look over. You could even have it in your bedroom, but you're not in your bedroom only in the morning and at night, and it's there. With intention, you put that out. Color red, please be with me, and I appreciate your frequency. You know, work your way with me. Thank you so much. Now, if you don't have a physical object, you can just ask for that color to be with you and to adorn you. Now, if you receive a prescription from a healer or you've read about it and there are some suggestions about that, you go according to what you feel is right regarding how long you'd like for that color to be with you. If you forget about it, it's also fine. Just like with a consciousness construct, if you're working on a certain issue and then time passes and you feel that you've work through it, maybe that consciousness construct no longer needs to be working with you. It doesn't mean that you're done. You could always bring it back at any time. Some people just bring in the whole spectrum and say, white light, which is full of all the colors of the rainbow, please work with me. This really is a very fluid and organic process. Once you start understanding about consciousness constructs, really it gets very, very exciting. Now we have the idea with sound. People use sound, music, tones to also heal. So you could bring in an operetta. You could bring in the note C. You could bring in F sharp. You could bring in folk music. You could bring in Elvis, who's singing your favorite song. Once you start embracing the concept of music, sound, vibration, energy, consciousnesses that come together to represent something, could be stillness. Maybe your head is just too messed up with thoughts and you analyze all the time and there's too much clutter. You could you could call upon the consciousness construct called stillness to assist you. Here's a funny one. So I like trying to keep myself slim. I try my best. And that if food, calories, and fat were not an issue in processed stuff, I would just eat like most things. So I'm a lot of talk when it comes to, let's say, Krispy Kreme, bakeries, fattening food, sinful comfort food, etc., etc. So there are times where my talking about the concept, I bring it to me, and for me, it doesn't get me going where I want to Jones for it and leave and get the hard copy. It satisfies me. So for me, I'm able to do that. For a lot of people, it might not work. But regarding the food, I can do that. I can also bring New York City, the high vibrational, renaissanced, gorgeous New York City. I could bring it to me and I could adorn myself with that energy, and that satisfies me and gives me great pleasure. You can also travel. You could bring Paris to you, or you could go there. There are so many things that one could do when they embrace the concept of consciousnesses, concepts. Everything is a vibration. And if you believe that you are able to do this, that's the first step. If you eliminate fear and doubt, we've got that. And then if it's for your highest good and the highest good of all, it will come to be. So let's say you want to listen to rap music that has a lot of killing words in it, and you believe that that will help you with control issues and eliminate despair. It might be that you bring it in, but if it isn't for your highest good, it would not come through. I do not believe that spirit would be having you access lower vibrations if you have misled yourself to believe that something of a low vibration possibly could assuage you of something that is bringing you to a lower vibration. So there are safeguards here that take place as well. You do have spirit guidance, and you might find that every time that you bring something in that isn't for your highest good, that I don't know, you stutter, you could get a headache, you might get misdirected and the phone keeps ringing. Look for those signs if you feel that that spirit is guiding you away from what you're asking for. It might mean that what you're asking for is not for your highest good. So I'm going to leave this here. If you have any questions about this, please ask below. It's a bit of a cosmic concept, but I've been toying with this about having a video on this for a while now, and I do believe that there are quite a number of souls that would enjoy hearing about this. So I hope that this assisted, and I will see you again. Bye, y'all.